Now in this tutorial, we are going to know about how to add widget to our WordPress website. In essence of doing so, the first thing that we are going to do is to get back to the appearance part in our extreme left panel, and from there we will be getting to widgets. Now in this part you may have seen that it's quite a bigger thing. We can see that this is the block sidebar, this is the footer 1, footer 2. So if we get back to our project, we can say this part is practically, that means this search, login, categories, about this site, find us, all those things, those are practically reciting into the sidebar. This is the sidebar of our WordPress website, and this part is the footer part, where the left one is the footer 1 part and the right one is the footer 2 part. So in this essence, we can safely conclude that anything that is present over here or added to this particular block sidebar will be clearly observed into the left sidebar of our website, and anything that is added to footer 1 or footer 2, that will be shown into the below footer part, where this extreme left part, it is practically the footer 1 part, and this extreme right part is the footer 2 part. Now how to add widgets to these particular areas? We can see that in the extreme left part there are many segments such as this archives, this audio, calendar, categories, etc. Among them, the part that we want to display into our footer 1 position or footer 2 position, that things should be added over here. As an instance, let's say that we are going to add this calendar to footer 1. So that is why we will be dragging this calendar segment here, and we will now just drop it into this footer 1 part, and we can see that a calendar has been added to footer 1, where we need to set a title. So we set a title here, we are saving it, done. And now if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that the calendar is now added to the footer 1 position. In the same manner, if we now add something to our footer 2 position, such as, let's say that we are adding this search button to our footer 2 position. So all we need to do, we need to drag it. We can drag it from here, else we can directly click onto it, and here this is the part where we want to add this particular widget. So we want to add it into this footer 2 position. So we need to select it, add widget, and we can see that in the footer 2 position this search button is now included. All we need to do now, we need to set a title, or you can ignore it. I am setting a title for, say, search here. Save, done, and come back to your project and reload, and you can see that search here button, this search button is now appearing into the extreme right part of your footer. That means into the footer 2 position as we have set it over here. In the same manner, we can add a category into footer 2. So we have added a category into our footer 2, and here we can set the title such as categories. We may set it to display as drop down, show post counts, or show hierarchy, whatever we want. So if we post here as display as drop down, and if we save, done, reload, and you can see that a drop down list has been appeared over here, where it is the uncategorized and web design and development tutorial. That means both of them are the categories. These are the posts category. Those were created into our website so far. So those things are now being shown over here. And if we show the post counts and save, done, reload, we can see that under this uncategorized category there is a single post only, and the same thing goes for this web design and development tutorial category. It is displaying a 1, that means there is only a single post into this particular category. So these are the two things that we should concern over here. In the same manner, we can set some text or we can remove something. For say, if we now want to rearrange our added widgets over here, we now like to show our category first and then this login widget should be displayed into our website. All we need to do, we need to just drag it on top of this login, leave it over here, get back to your project, and before reloading you can see that login is in the top position and then comes the categories part. So if we now reload, we can see that categories is now being displayed on the top of this login segment. So that is how you can add your widgets into your website project and you can rearrange themselves as you wish. So this is the part that you need to know from this tutorial. Hope you guys have liked this tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that particular red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.